You mentioned that you're using edge computing. That's a term which you hear now a lot often, but what does it actually mean? Edge computing.
That's correct. It's a buzzword, and since Gantner is doing data loggers since 1982, maybe we are the oldest edge computing company in the world, but that's all what I want to say about edge computing. No, it's about data reduction, because when you have, let's take in Egypt, we have in Benban, there they plotted this multiple plots of 50 megawatt power plants there, and then you have one controller absorbing everything. Maybe you do two controllers because you have a road in the middle of the PV power plant, so, and you want to control it, or you have different owners, so you have two or few, let's call it data loggers in the field. Now you have to acquire all that data at the same time, because if it is shifted by a few minutes, it's worthless for analysis later on. But we do that on a 1 second rate everywhere. So that's and we are ready also for higher sampling rates already, because if you see that in industries, PV is really still relying on 5-minute or 50-minute average values, but customers now use 1 minute, but there's an next trend will be 1 second and or faster for a specific time. And for that, you need data reduction, because you can, with our technology, stream data up to the cloud on 10 hertz, kilohertz basis for grid quality thing. But you have to reduce that. First of all, if there's no internet connection, you have to buffer it locally. Not everywhere in the world you have a stable internet connection, or at least wired. So we have to, the team is dealing with all that satellite concepts and so on. And you also want to trigger activities even when there is no cloud like control. So edge computing is more or less an intelligent device which can work standalone even when you are not connected to your cloud service. And customers can put functions on that platform, so they can apply rules, they can adapt, feed in strategies. That's also helpful when we talk about batteries later on. And you can also record data on a trigger based. So for example, when you have tracker movements, that you just measure the force and the motor current when the tracker is moving, and you don't store data when the tracker is doing nothing. And that can be applied for all different things. And out of that, you can also do some local logic. And that has to be fast and not just on a Gantner is able to do real-time control. So in the high-end performance devices, you can acquire the data with 10 or 100 kilohertz, which is needed for power quality and battery explosion testing. That's too fast what you need for PV, but for PV, we use that know-how and just cost optimize it for the solar use case.